If you have clicked on this video, there are two things that are happening in your life right now. One, everything around you is crumbling. People are leaving your life. Everything is devastating. Number two, you just want to understand what is going on because some things are just not making sense because things have happened to you and for some reason you're the one being left. Either way, I'm going to tell you why it's happening. And it might not be the reason you think. Some people think when you make mistakes, that's when you start to lose people. Wrong. When you start to heal is when you lose the most people. Here's what I mean by that. Everyone's heard that quote that's come out recently. She was a 10 when she was agreeable. She was a 6 when she started doing things for herself and didn't care about anyone else's opinion. She was a 4 when she stopped apologizing for her own feelings. She was a 2 when she wanted more. And then she was a 1 when she put herself fully above all. People love to hate you and put you down when you start to become something that doesn't match their ideology or the script they have in your head. That's when they leave or switch sides or start hating on you. And they treat you like utter shit. The hardest thing I had to deal with was watching everyone in my life leave one by one, and everyone. I'm talking not even a single message on my phone alone. The only notifications I was getting were from Gmail or things like that. Not a one. Everyone gone. And I started to feel like I deserve it. But I was wrong. I was terribly wrong. Now, there are two situations. One, there's a situation where something horrible happened to you, but you held the person accountable, you held yourself accountable, and now you back off and now you're healing. Number two, you've made a mistake and now you're holding yourself accountable. You're trying to make things better and you're starting to learn from it and heal and grow. In both situations, you're trying to grow, okay? But what happens when you grow? People start to hate it because your boundaries start getting stronger. Here's what I mean by that. In my situation, I made a mistake and instead of holding me accountable, people just left like that. But there was one friend who said, Anusha, what you did wasn't good, but it's commendable that you are trying to redeem yourself and just keep going. That's it. And then there's the other types of friends that completely abandoned me, not interested in listening to my side of the story, nothing. And you know why? Mostly because those people all along just wanted a reason to hate me. And you know what? Now, back then, it was the most painful experience I ever had. But just remember, everything that happens to you is like a redirection towards the right path. Believe me, I had to shed those people off to become who I am today. And it's impacted me in a way where now I'm investing time into myself. I'm surrounded by people who, when they give me criticism, my energy doesn't get drained, but I feel more motivated to get better. So when you start to heal, you start saying no, and it unsettles people. As in, no, I'm not going to help you with that. No, I don't have time for this. No, I need to get some work done. No, I don't want to talk about this. You will start saying no more and start doing things for yourself to protect yourself, your energy, and your time. And that will unsettle people, and people will be so mad that how dare she say no when she's made a mistake, or how dare she know that she's at her lowest right now, she's been hurt, and she's saying no to me? Who the hell does she think she is? That will start playing in people's mind, and that's when you're doing the right thing. You're growing. So let these people leave. Let them do whatever they want. I am so dumb. My self-esteem was so low that when one of these people were leaving my lives, they actually texted me one time, no one even wants to be friends with you, right? Out of anger. But my dumbass would have never said anything like that when I was angry. And I was so dumb at that point. I texted this person, hey, I know you were angry, but do you want to get together and talk? I'm sorry. My self-esteem was lower than a fucking 5-year-old. Oh, actually 5-year-old self-esteem higher than mine, I think. But that happened. So hold yourself accountable and get better, right? And watch how many people will leave your life when you start to heal. When you start to become a person that is resilient, stronger, people will leave because now they can't walk all over you. They can't make you do things on their behalf. You start having a mindset that's sharper. You're harder to manipulate. So of course people are going to leave because you're no longer useful to them. But the ones who stay despite that are the ones that are your people. So look out for them. And then there came a time when I started to heal, I started to get better, and I started bending over for these people. I was done being the one, hey, do you want to hang out constantly? I was done saying, hey, you should. I stopped begging for all of that. I stopped saying, I can do this for you, I can help you out on that, because when it was my time, no one helped me. So I stopped doing that, and that pissed even more people off. And it pisses more people off, and you stop justifying what you're doing and how you're doing and what you're feeling. It is the most liberating thing when you stop justifying every single thing that you do in life, because people love to ridicule, they love to point out mistakes, and that's all they want your justification for. Believe me when I say the wrong people, that people that are leaving your lives right now, they never wanted your justification. They just wanted you to say and beg and give them attention. That is it, so they could still feel control over you. So let them leave. And now listen to me. If you're ever wondering how come everyone's leaving me and things like that, and why am I, and then they go back to someone who was not that great or to them, but they still control. You know what I mean? If you keep wondering, why is everybody leaving me and sticking with them when they hated that person, they bitched about this person, why do they keep going back to them? Listen to me. You shared your opinions, you said how you feel, you drew that boundary, and you started losing people because you can no longer be controlled. When it comes to people, most will pick people who don't challenge their mindset but just represent comfort. They don't like when someone points out cracks in the system or their comfort zone. They don't like when the dynamics are challenged. 2, sometimes people go more towards people that don't have the ability to stand up for themselves and say, I deserve better, or hey, this was not good. People with weaker boundaries. Or number 4, they will never pick the type of people that disrupt their illusion of having a perfect life or someone they can control. They will never choose you because you challenged the system. You pointed out the cracks, you stood up for what was wrong, you said how you felt. And of course, you're going to become the villain because who likes being challenged, okay? And the right people, when they challenge you or you challenge them, they will stay no matter what. So be thankful that these people left, that you were left out. Great, because now you can spend time with people that actually deserve you. So now that you are healed, basic thing is you'll start losing people when you're done doing people pleasing, your boundaries are stronger, your self-esteem is stronger, you have the balls to take accountability, you have the balls to heal by yourself by investing time into yourself, and people hate you when you become something that doesn't match their imagination. It's uncomfortable for them, and guess what? You're right to lose those people. Good. Sometimes they deserve it, sometimes they don't deserve it. But if someone's showing you the door that no matter how much you say or do, they will leave, they will never be on your side, close the door fully yourself. Don't give them that power too. Take your power back. So keep growing, keep doing what you do, keep healing. And if you're losing people, don't be afraid, because this is just you shedding a layer of who you're becoming now. So it's okay, it's great. You're alone, that is fine. Now that I'm alone, I've had more time to work on myself and my dreams and my goals, and my resilience is growing. So believe me, everything happens for a reason. Maybe your right people are right around the corner and they won't leave no matter what. They'll hold you accountable and stay on your side. So keep going. For all my loners out there struggling through anything like this, believe me, your time is coming. I'm still in that phase too, and it'll happen one day or another. And I'm hopeful, and I've been through hell. So believe me when I say you'll be fine. Bye.